Yo, nephew, hand me that Barstool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. Fresh and clean.
Welcome to 21st and Prime with my main man, my partner, my dog, my homie, my friend, Jamie Dukes, presented by Heineken.
You know, Heineken.
0-0, baby.
Heineken 0-0. You know, for those folks who don't like to drink alcohol, or some folks that are trying to wean off of, but you want that great taste, there's nothing like Heineken 0. We want you to check out our website at beerforjanuary.com. That's beerforjanuary.com, because a lot of people are making New Year's resolutions and trying to cut back on the alcohol. I'm one of them dudes too. Just trying to cut back a little bit. Trying to lose a little weight. As the New Year starts, and then by January 15th, I'll be off of that. But that's not true. But we want you to check out again. It is beerforjanuary.com. That's where you can get an opportunity to taste and try this Heineken 0-0, and we want you to make sure that you understand it can help, in this case, change your life. Mr. Sanders.
There you go.
Mr. Sanders.
Let's get into it.
Mr. Sanders.
Let's
Coach.
get into it.
I'm going to have to call you out of the coach because I think leadership is required right now.
True.
We got a problem.
What's
I don't know
the
if you
problem?
saw what happened in the
bunch of
nation's
problems.
capital. Well, but
Yes, I did. It was ignorant.
that was just
Ignorant.
okay. We can use that word. What comes to mind? And what word? And we'll chop that stuff a little bit. But
Most people look at what transpired and immediately think about race.
Yeah.
That's not my first thought process. Right. My first thought process is, this is ignorant. I don't care what color you are. This is just flat out ignorant to have the audacity to do such a thing. Now, after we get past the ignorance, we start then to think, okay, if this was that, this would have ended up totally different.
so when you say this was that,
Black folks. If this was a bunch
in
of black folks that attempted to do what was done
at the Capitol,
it would have been a bloodbath.
Yeah.
God bless the families of the people that lost their lives. I don't know what the count is right now, but it's sad. It's sickening. It's unbelievable that we could deal with such adolescent at a time like this where we need to unite. But some people don't want to unite.
Yeah.
They want to be
start right there.
individuals.
Well, why is that in your mind?
It comes from leadership, man. 98% of people in this country are followers.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 2%. No,
I
there's
say
only
that-
1%.
I was gonna say that's a big 2%.
There's
Is a
only
big
1%.
number.
No, because I wanted to make
Yeah.
sure the math calculated
Yeah.
properly. There's only 1%
Yeah.
that are leaders, and then another 1% that's undecided.
Okay.
So that gives us the
Leaders
100.
potentially in training or potential leaders.
No, they undecided. They don't know
Okay.
what they just there. They're just wandering through life aimlessly. This was an atrocity to see what transpired. I would have thought that you can overtake our nation's capital.
It's just
You can't
it's
overtake
crazy.
our local
Capitals.
capitals. To think the nation's capital?
I sat there in disbelief, and when so many thoughts go through your mind, and again, race wasn't one of them. It was, I'm gonna start with leadership. It was like I'm saying to myself,
That's it.
what are people hearing from one person or other persons that would make them throw out, this country's history? Is there one man, say Jesus Christ? I don't know of anybody. I have never seen, even at the height of, President Obama, at the height of Ronald Reagan, I've never seen people so desperate to follow anybody.
Because when you're being led by the man that assumes the most powerful position, you tend to think there are no repercussions. So when there are no repercussions, why would you have fear? Fear comes because there could be repercussions. There could be a situation. That's what fear provokes. But if there's no situation, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm brave, man. I get real brave. And that's what transpired.
Well, one of the things that needs to happen, and just candidly, is everybody just to spring this forward, is we've got to establish calm. We've got to establish the ability for us to understand civility. Like you say all the time, you and I, we don't agree on a lot of different things, but there is never a scenario where your beliefs are any more important than my beliefs, or my beliefs are any more important than your beliefs. We just agree that we have a difference of opinion on certain topics.
Where does peace play a role in this?
We need peace. It is what is required now.
I think when we look at the word peace, we start to think that, first of all, we need peace within race. That's not what I'm talking about, because if we had peace within ourselves, we wouldn't even have to concern ourselves with peace amongst race.
Yeah.
When you have unrest and ignorance among self, you're going to provoke ignorance among others. And you're going to be involved in ignorant situations and trials and tribulations. Peace is everything, man. I can't see somebody without peace doing what that was done. I'm sorry. I can't see somebody with peace doing the things that were done.
But is the, and I don't think we can, discount the role that the pandemic is playing in the process with the frustration, the mental health side of it. The numbers are going through domestic violence, what's going on in the court system. We are at a point of total unrest, total across the board.
That's why we need good leadership across the board.
Yeah.
Not only in the White House, in your house.
Oh, yes,
yes.
yes.
Not only in the White House.
Yeah.
In your house. In your house.
Yeah.
We need leadership in the house, and that's where it all starts. Yeah. Let's jump on to something else.
Because NFL playoffs started, man. I tell you,
who you like?
Well, first of all, let's go back to that. I want to.
First of all, who you like? Besides Kansas City, who else? Because you're thinking who's gonna play?
I like Tom Brady and
them.
Tom Brady and them.
In the AFC?
In the NFC?
I like NFC, you like Tom Brady?
I like, here's the reason why.
So
if
you
they
don't
can
like
find
Sean Payton and them?
Drew's situation and that whole
What situation?
coming back. And
do you know what Drew's statistics are this year?
No, I'm talking about Drew. The first part don't matter. Just like Russell Wilson's first half don't matter. Now I'm just going back off the injury, him working himself through.
Drew
I don't know.
has thrown for, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 70% or over this year.
Well, he always does so. Right.
So why you doubting?
Why I'm concerned is
it wasn't Drew. The last couple of years, who has it been? The defense.
I'm talking about this moment in time. I'm not talking about any historical. I'm saying coming off the injury, he's starting to get sharp. He came off. Sorry.
He came
off.
He ain't injury. Coming. He came.
He came off of injury.
You be hating Drew Brees,
I like
man.
Drew Brees.
No, you don't. Anytime you say, I like Drew Brees, but you're going, okay, go ahead.
No, I just, if you're looking at the teams, and they dominated the New England Patriots. I mean, they dominated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they played them. Beat them like they stole something.
Twice?
Beat them like they stole something.
Twice.
Beat them like they stole something.
Okay.
It's just like me counting out the Cowboys or the 49ers during that time. There's something about, there's certain things you can't count out. Watching what I'm watching, how now this.
So you don't like
Durant? Because let's sidebar. I need you to talk about Antonio Brown.
Antonio's a grown man.
No, I ain't on the field. See, what does it mean to you, Father?
Everything.
Uncle, that you're seeing him.
Everything. Not only it means everything to me because I know what's inside of him. I do understand he made some stupid decisions.
Forget all that. That don't even matter. No. Right
where
now,
he is right now.
Where he is, how proud or what?
Very proud. I could clap with my feet if I was that limber.
Not with that toe, that little short toe.
Yeah, but the four of them make it clap to this.
Do they do it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm not that limbo.
Okay.
I'm happy, and not only happy for him, I'm happy for Tom. Because see, Tom took a tremendous responsibility and put his name on the line.
Mm-hmm.
But AB was there, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he answered the call.
And the injury to Evans
Evans is a dog. I went back and forth DMing with him another day, man. I'm like, he's gonna play dog.
Hurt and he's a big man.
Dog though, man.
But
a dog.
It
though.
seems like the magic happens with AB.
My problem is I think yes, but AB should be the 2. He's really a 1, but he should be the 2. They need to put him in the area where those second balls are number 2 balls are going.
Right.
Godwin, I believe. Is
yes,
that
Godwin? Yep. But again.
No, still.
They playing.
Still. He should be third in line when it comes to that ball distribution.
Who?
Godwin.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about AB. I was saying, what's wrong with you?
No.
We don't have to stop the show.
I would have stopped it myself. But I like the Bucks, but I'm not in love with the Bucks because their defense as well as the offense be tripping, especially the offensive line. Rams.
Well, I just don't think they have the offense. Love what you're seeing in Aaron Donald's injury situation. No, I'm saying right now, because it doesn't matter what's happening.
They just beat Seattle. Seattle's one of the best teams in the league. What you mean right now they don't have? Seattle was one of the best teams in the league.
Man, please.
So Seattle, to me, Seattle's like the AFC version of Pittsburgh.
Fair.
That was good. That wasn't fair. That was good. Man. Yeah. I thought that thing out last night. It popped in my spirit. I thought that thing out. Meaning that they are right.
I have not liked them because they don't know who they are. Seattle don't know who they are. They don't know who they are.
What is it with Russell, man? Russell always starts out like he's gonna be the MVP. Then he ends up like he's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Well, but see, again, go back to watch. That's terrible. That was a good shot, though.
It was good.
That was pretty good. Yeah. The problem to me with them has to do with, and I want to talk about the meltdown that Hulk had, or 14, or Superman, or whatever. And, there was an old commercial, there'll be no wine before it's time. In other words,
Metcalf.
There's
DK Metcalf.
There's things that take seasoning. Okay.
Get to it.
And the seasoning is that I'm sitting there watching this kid on the sidelines have these meltdowns, and I couldn't help but say to myself, the reason they had those meltdowns is because they made him a hero when he wasn't ready.
Let me be his Johnny Cochran for a moment.
Okay. Represent him.
Jerry showed out on sidelines. Jerry Rice. I was there. I seen him show out at a Pro Bowl. Michael Irvin was hammer. Turned this mother out on the sideline. Andre Rison, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. He was DMX on the sideline. I could keep going because I got time.
But I have a question for
you. T.O.?
But I have a question for you. With that, were those guys open?
Yes.
He wasn't open. 20 was all over.
Now that's good.
20 was on him.
I ain't gonna fight
20
you.
20 was in his Wheaties. 20 got up that morning in breakfast and was in him.
But they did move him around to get him off.
That's what happened ultimately, and they got him going. But there's something to be said as we kind of stop this down here. I want to talk about what he did. And
we'll talk about
it. Something was wrong with it because it feels like to me he's been propped up to something on a few highlights.
You saying that he ain't what?
Oh, he ain't what? No. He's not that.
Now, Jamie, that's not fair.
What?
Okay,
I like the dude, but
no. Whenever you say, and they know you by now. Whenever you say you like the dude,
I like the dude.
You put a split in. You put a split in, which means there's gonna be a but.
There is a but.
Whenever you say
but he ain't, but okay.
Let me tell y'all something. Whenever we're in public, if ever Jamie say, hey man, I like you, but.
Okay, let me ask this question then, since we're doing that.
Your butt stinks.
Your
butt stinks. Yeah, well, no, your butt, not your butt, but your butt stinks. No, because, whenever you say butt, it's going to be some stuff to stink.
Stop it, man, because Manscaped's got my butt taken care of now with the stuff that. Anyway, so let me ask you this question. You mentioned Jerry, what was his last name?
Right.
Andre.
Rison.
Who was some other guys?
Moss throw that too.
No,
Now.
who's some
That's just who they are.
My question is though, is this guy in the same sense with any of them?
Not right now.
You kind of threw that out there.
Not right now. He has the ability.
What? But why you saying but?
I ain't say but. I say he has the ability. I didn't say but.
You are making my butt. You are making my butt.
He has the ability.
Dude, my thing is,
I do agree that it's too premature that he does MC Hammer and he turns that mother out.
Let me give you an analogy. That'd be like me giving up 3 sacks in the game and I'm yelling at everybody else. Because it don't make no.
What receiver have you ever met that didn't think they were open?
He wasn't open though.
But they all think they're open.
I don't think he's saying.
See, the receiver's always looking at the quarterback. He don't see this dude right here. He don't see this dude right here, or this dude all in him. I do agree with you that you ain't earned that to show out like that. You ain't earned that yet.
Yeah.
And then you have Russell. Okay, so that's very disrespectful to Russell, that's Russell Wilson,
That's
dog.
Russell Wilson.
That's Russell Wilson now.
Last
Russell,
name Wilson. Except for the second half of the season, according to you.
Yeah, did I lie?
Yeah,
I cried to you before I lied to you. Russell been tripping. I say it again.
But has Russell been tripping, or have they been tripping? See, that's what.
Ain't no day. See, the thing about these quarterbacks, man, you give them everything,
Mm-hmm.
but then when it don't work out, it's they. But when it works out, it's them. I don't like that.
Yeah, I
I don't like it.
But see, I don't
like it.
Here's how I defend all the quarterbacks.
No.
The
You don't treat
quarterbacks-
Brady like that. You go at Tom. If that offense ain't working, you go at Tom. You ain't say them bullfighters he got in front of him ain't blocking nobody.
That's why, to bring it full circle, is why I like Tom now.
And Tom don't blame nothing.
Right.
Russell don't blame nothing either.
No, but they
Yeah.
take it all. That's my point, is that they are never
They
the
got
one.
it all.
It's the media
There
who
you
are
go.
the ones
I ain't got time for the media.
who
That's why we at Barstools, because I ain't got time for the media.
But if that's
we
the
ain't
ones,
no media. We
yeah,
Barstool.
Yeah.
We tell it like it is.
Yeah.
This is not cut. This is not edited.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. I agree with you. He shouldn't have showed out on the sideline. That was beneath him. And he's not there yet.
He ain't there yet.
He didn't earn that.
He ain't earned.
He ain't earned that. And then it's hard for you to show out when you got to. I wish a receiver would show out when I'm in him. When I'm in him, it was humble pie over on that sideline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The quarterback should have thought, hey, man, you know who guard you?
Right.
You know who I see?
Right.
I see 20.
I ain't throwing it over there.
Before I see, what is 14?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that 14? Before I see 14, I see 20. I'm not doing that. You right about that.
When we return, we're going to talk a little NBA. Remember, swipe up at 21st and Prime. Also, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel at 21st and Prime. And also, we got some great merch as well. Barstool merch, 21st and Prime
nice
merch.
merch. Yeah,
I mean,
some cold
really, really nice merch. You're listening
Presenting sponsor. Let me put that in. Presenting sponsor is Heineken.
to Heineken 0-0.
What does 0-0 mean?
0 means it means no alcohol.
Cool.
Yeah. So that would be something.
That would be me.
That would, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got a lot of hot sauce on you. We'll be right back.
One of a kind, prime time is the GOAT.
Welcome back to 21st and Prime. Dion, I tried to tell you, man, Doc Rivers, all he needed was a chance.
Dog, you gotta stop, man. Hell is real. You gonna hell. You got Doc fired. Now you trying to have. Now you got Doc fired. My doc didn't know what he was doing. You the one told me. I didn't even know. Doc had lost every playoff game by such and such. I ain't even had the information. Now you gonna ride with Doc. Hey, you got to get off Doc's horse.
What are you? I'm on the horse. So what has changed Philadelphia? I mean, other than Doc, that's easy to say. He comes in clearly. I think he's settled the ship. But what are you seeing?
It's not a lot of good basketball being played right now.
Okay.
It's not a lot of good basketball. There's only a handful of teams that can actually play and get it done. Mm-hmm. You see, the thing about it, when we see these elaborate contracts being given, we tend to think it's some real ball being played. Mm-hmm. It ain't no real ball being played everywhere. Only a few cities, they really playing some real basketball, man, that you could just dot that I and check mark them, and they got some dogs. No, they got some highly paid players, but ain't no real basketball being played. In Philadelphia, is playing some good ball.
It just seems like it all fits. I don't know whether because Doc is a Renaissance man or whatever, but he understands. And B now seems to be enjoying.
He been bowling.
No, he's always been a great player.
He's been
but
balling.
it seems like this is
This
is all flowing.
It flows when it wins.
It flows
when you win. Everybody's smiling.
But it's more than smiling.
No, it ain't.
It just feels.
No, it ain't. You got
It
both.
has
You
never
got
felt this
both
way
your
so far. This
stars
early.
on the court
Right.
at the same time. Not one of them hurt. Not one of them tripping. It seems that Doc set them down in the meeting room and said, "Look here, man, y'all got to get together, dog. Okay, Batman and Robin. I don't know which one of y'all want to play Batman, but there's got to be a Robin. There's got to be a Jordan Pippen. You know, there got to be a Shaq and Kobe. There's got to be that. There's got to be that." And it seems like Doc has had that conversation.
Do you think that to go to your point about, and as a matter of fact, I don't think there's any doubt. Short season, weird season just ends. You know, I look at the Lakers and how they're playing, and there seems to be a fatigue or something.
Why are you moving like that?
I don't know, just loose. I'm feeling loose.
Like you was bankhead bouncing for a minute. Like you was Harlem shaking.
Just a little bit. You know, I just kind of.
That's what you been doing in my guest room upstairs. That's what
Well,
you been doing.
No. I just.
I didn't know you was that flexible, actually.
Well, you know, got out there on the treadmill this morning, got my little workout in,
Okay.
felt real good by 5:30 this morning.
All right.
You know, just trying to do things. But it just seems like, and I don't know where this will go, but there seems like the change in the season has caused a change where, like you said, no good basketball is being played per se. It's just different basketball.
I'm not gonna say it's different. We may perceive it differently. We had to get used to nobody being in the stands. We had to get used to that. And
Are you used to that yet, Coach?
No, because basketball, I want to see the reactions. I like to see the stuff because the people are already in close proximity. I don't give a darn if the stadium empty in football because football, the field is the main event. Basketball, you know, I got to see, you know, because everybody's right there. You get to see it. Even when somebody shoots a jumper, you can see the background of somebody fading with them, you know, balling with them. Football ain't like that. That game is on the field.
Let me give you the sports talk civilian question. It does seem to me that there are some players, and not in a bad way, they're not feeding the way they.
You're doing a lot of moving lately. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you.
I
and
feel-
Tony.
I feel good, man.
Is
I feel good, man.
this a different you?
Oh,
I know you normally talk with your hands,
I'm
but
glad-
this year you talk with your body.
I'm glad to be. Maybe it's the table. Maybe I
No.
like the table in the coach's office.
Okay.
Because I believe. You know.
Well, I believe too.
But
I'm
I
trying to
feel-
figure out what's going on.
No, I'm feeling good today. You know, feeling good. We'll do the Roman spot later on.
Let me call your lady and see what she doing, because something she doing is working.
We're gonna do the Roman spot a little bit later on. Matter of fact, we can talk about that
you
in
don't
just a
need no
minute.
Roman.
But but it just seems like I can't put a there is an element that is missing when I watch sports.
What?
The fan. I mean, and then I can see a residual effect. It seems like there's certain
True.
players that aren't you know.
Some people are different.
Yeah,
They need
yeah.
fans participation. They need the fans feeling that close proximity, that yell, that scream, that support. Some people need that. I didn't. I ain't need that. I ain't need all that. Did you?
No. I know I was always you got to do your job. That's why, like,
do
you know,
your
going
job.
back to the Glanville days, I remember people always asking the questions we were playing. And for those you don't know, you know, and you see there on the screen some of the music and some of the other stuff they were doing. It was wild in our locker room.
Yeah.
It felt
It's
like
wild in every locker room, but our locker room was
and it felt like chaos. I'm talking about before the game. Yeah, it was music
it
blasting.
was organized chaos.
Yes. And so to that end, you know, it just seems like, you know, what you talking about. Do your job. Because the thing I liked with Glanville was he say, I promise you, I'm gonna get you before they get me. If you're not doing your job,
you're gonna get cut.
we're gonna get
That's what he's
you.
saying.
And also, if the work wasn't done Wednesday and Thursday and tuning up on Friday, you weren't gonna kind of hype your way into.
This is a different generation. They want to just show up on game day and show out. It don't work like that. But this is what this generation is. Coach Prime ain't playing that. Yeah, I need to see you ball out every day. To
Speaking of Coach Prime, this week
every day to end with a Y.
Speaking of Coach Prime, this week, you work with your team.
We got back in. We really,
not on the field,
they did strength and conditioning.
How does that start, Coach?
It starts with blowing a whistle and let's go.
Well, no. Let me back up. No, but how does the evolution of
no excuses.
I haven't been in Coach Prime's.
You know what? That's
Coach
good.
Prime,
That's why these cameras are around, because Barstools, we're doing a doc,
right?
And you're gonna get to see every step of the way. That's what they didn't understand.
Is that why Reggie's in the house today?
Reggie's in the house tonight.
Yeah,
Reggie's in the house. And Reggie always clean, too. He always got a shoe game matching. He always doing his thing. Reggie, come let him see you.
Come on, say hello.
Just come say what's up, man.
A lot of the social media things that you see there.
Yeah, give him love.
Our man Reggie right here. Yeah. He with Barstool and making sure it all happens. Y'all met Jermichael a few weeks ago. He's the one with the wild hair, and we don't know what he does at night. But the point of the matter is that he could. I think he
part-time stripper too, by the way.
I think Zeus. I think that's his.
You remember when he first came? Like the first time he came, he had on
that little medium shirt. That little medium shirt.
Dog.
Yeah.
How we gave him a pass on that? This joker had on a shirt where it looked like an MRI. I could see the MRI. I seen everything.
You can see all of it.
I seen what he ate for lunch the day before inside that shirt. It was so snug, man. And he was sitting up there at breakfast like it was straight. How you let him get away with that? That ain't like you.
Well,
because you was just getting to know him.
Yeah. That's all.
It's funny that you remember that shirt.
Oh yeah. Because we have clothing.
Yeah.
But getting back to it, I think that and I also want to talk about.
We let him make it that morning.
Yeah, we did let him off.
Yeah. We should have killed him, dog. Well, he should have retired.
But we didn't know if he was built for that.
Hey, when do we care?
Yeah, but
when do we care?
Well,
when do we care?
When you might be in need of talent.
So we let him make it to hiring. That's a good one.
Let's talk about Super Bowl loser jinx in the context of, like, I'm watching the Heat right now.
Why would you say Super Bowl?
Because they lost. Cause I want to talk about the concept.
Yeah, but it's the championship,
right?
Not the Super Bowl.
Well, but that's where it got famous. Is that once you lose the Super Bowl, you don't make the. And it was like for 8 or 9 years. Where what is it about?
So you're saying the 49ers? That could have been a better analogy.
No, because I want to talk about still staying in basketball. I want to talk about the Heat. The Miami Heat struggling. It looks like, it's like they gave.
First of all, nobody gave the Heat credit for even making it to the championship. Mm-hmm. It seemed like the timing of the Heat. I'm true.
Hey,
ain't nobody.
Can we go back to last week's tape? And from last week's tape, don't nobody care about the loser. Who remembers the loser?
Ain't nobody remember the loser.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but I'm trying to substantiate the claim. They said nobody really thought the Heat would be in the NBA championship last year anyway. So with them getting off to a horrific start, and
now I want to ask you ever lost a Super Bowl, did you? No, you never lost.
I ain't lose too many things that I was in.
Well, you was in Atlanta. You lost a lot of games. Yeah, you lost.
No, but not on a major stage.
Right. Then speculate. I'm trying
lost a lot of games in Atlanta. Don't try to put that on me. You touched the ball more than the quarterback.
Oh, that's wrong, man.
You did. You was the center.
I know, but that still was wrong.
So you had something to do with it. You handled the ball every play.
Yeah. Now you lost my train of thought. My question is why speculate, if you would, on why that is that the losing team, because, like, for example, you see Kansas City, they 15-1 or 14 or whatever they are.
Because they won. They won, and they had the better team. Because you had the better team. First of all, that's what that is. Okay. You have the better team.
Wait a minute.
That's why you won.
Championship participant, and then you play like
they reload and just improve what they already had. It seems as though the loser don't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
It seems like they
why? It makes no sense. This is historic. This is historic that every single year, now we're in all of these numbers.
Did we do an episode where you said Pat Riley said they were straight? That they wouldn't add no more, they was good?
That's what he said.
And you see where they at. You said that.
He said that. I was just quoting him. Oh, by the way, I do owe you a tea.
I wonder when you're gonna get to that.
Well, you know, I tried to bury it in the show.
I was wondering. I was gonna dig him up like they dig my stepdad up. Trying to get that Super Bowl
last
ring.
week,
You know that.
what?
Okay. You know we always have story time
Right.
in the middle. Matter of fact, from now on, when I go to one of these stories,
Here's story time.
in the middle
It's
of
story
a segment, give me some story time music
Music? We like some music? Okay.
right there.
Okay.
And keep it going so I can tell my story up under my story time, over top my story time music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to get my stepfather dug up,
Okay.
but
Will.
my Willie Knight, my stepfather was the best stepfather you could possibly ever have. He loved me like I was his. That was my dog. I don't think he ever seen me play live. He never came to games.
Back then?
Never.
Really?
Not Pee Wee League, nothing. And Will was there from early on. That was my dog.
Right,
Everybody
right.
know.
Yeah.
I gave him every ring that I ever earned but one. My Dallas Super Bowl ring. It's a whole nother story. I give you another story time for that. But my first Super Bowl ring, I gave it to him.
Okay.
Or he may have the Dallas one. I take that back. But we buried Will with all the rings, Florida State rings, all the rings that I've ever garnished. We buried it with him. And I said that one day on national TV. Then there was a disturbance at the graveyard.
No.
Yeah.
What?
There was a disturbance at the gravesite. What? I'm just joking about the disturbance.
Okay.
They try to dig him up. No, but I did bury
the
my
ring, yes.
stepfather with all the rings. And I just always prayed to God that they didn't try to dig
Right.
my
Will.
stepfather and open it up and slide with the ring. You don't need this dog.
Yeah. Keep this.
Yeah, but it did. We buried Will with my Super Bowl ring.
Wow.
Yeah. That was my dude.
No, he was a great
Best
man.
stepdaddy of the century.
Yeah, that's what, like I said, I've always said this, and there's so many men and women, for that matter, who step up and take role. We were at breakfast earlier.
Well, they don't have no stepdaddy day, though. No step-parent day.
They don't do that.
I mean, we barely get anything on Father's Day,
Right,
but it's a little funky little
Why is
brush.
Father's Day so bad?
Because they probably saying fathers are so bad.
But well, no.
In a whole.
Well, no, but think about it.
And a percentage
No,
now.
think about it. No, hang on a second.
Because the mother birthed you.
There's only two parts of the transaction. We, as
Give.
Mother's Day, it is our responsibility to do what we do, right?
Right.
We go all out.
Some.
For the most part, if you got somebody special, you're going all out.
True.
Somebody, you going kind of all out on Mother's Day. You know, you got birthday, Christmas.
I got an answer to this.
Okay. Why is it that we get spit on Father's Day?
Because you came through the mother. No matter what, you came through the mother. So no matter how you felt about the mother, you came through her. And people would tend to think, the father ain't do nothing else but donate the sperm. Some. So they don't equate the balance of the mother and the father as equal.
But there's only two people in the Mother's Day, Father's Day transaction, right? Mm-hmm. It's the mother or the father.
But see, every daddy is not a father.
True.
That's where we get the terminology, baby daddy, which
Right.
belittles the man, period.
Right. But still.
Even if we say baby mama, she's still a mama.
Mm-hmm.
The baby daddy don't have the same meaning as baby mama.
Yeah.
If somebody say, that's my baby daddy, what does that mean?
That's a problem.
That mean he ain't
there. He ain't
okay.
there.
So when they say, that's my baby mama,
Mm-hmm.
what does that mean?
Okay.
All right, say something.
No, I
You
mean,
ain't never lost words.
no, I'm just saying that my baby mama, you know, it's more fitting than
Baby's daddy.
right.
Right.
Now,
Now, when somebody say, that's my baby's father, nah, that's different. That means child support has been paid. Bills have been met. Christmas has been responded to. Birthdays have been replenished.
I will say it again. Still, in all relationship scenarios or whatever all of those things are, there's a man and a woman in some kind of relationship. it seems like we do what we need to do, and then we get dinner.
True.
But there's a whole different array of things that happen over there. We get dinner.
It goes in history. If there's a separation or divide, it seems as though the court will just handily keep the kids with the mother.
Right.
And not the father.
Right.
When they did no groundwork or no
Right.
thought process
Right.
of who's
Right.
better suited to raise the young man or woman.
Right.
That's just how society is.
Yep. And this is two examples of better suited. I'll just say.
Well, can you hit the organ on that? Amen.
Two examples.
I don't think y'all caught that. Hit the organ one more time on that.
Examples of better suited. Back to Devontae Smith. And I want to go back.
We need to go back and get my tea.
I
Yeah,
got to
we
get
need
your
go
tea.
back.
I got
We
to
had
go.
sweet
I got to
tea
go
on
get your sweet tea. I'm gonna have to do that
How could you even come here with that sweet tea?
because I thought it might have been here because I didn't have transportation. I thought that was a whole other story. That's a whole other sidebar meeting we had because it was communication that was made and relayed. Say, hey, I need to have some sweet tea here because I lost that bet that Deion Sanders, but for some reason,
So who
somehow,
fumbled the ball?
I don't know what all that. I did because it was my responsibility as the one who had the debt. But
See,
I thought
I like
handed
that. I like taking responsibility.
I
That's
take
what
full
we try to teach
responsibility
our-
because
our
but
team
understand that I made it, kind of thought I had my boy hook me up just to make sure, hey, look, I need a little help. I got the transportation, you right there in the spot, right there, make sure it's a Pepsi product while it's saying it was a tea, but it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I owe you a tea because of Devontae Smith. And here's what I want to speak to on, and this is where I can't wait. I'm going to tie this to Jackson State and your players. What troubled me most about the Heisman Trophy ceremony, and congratulations on how they put it together.
I ain't even see it.
I wish you'd see the picture of the young man. He just didn't look like he enjoyed it.
The pictures I seen, that joke was clean in the board.
No, I said, okay.
That brother clean.
He was beyond sharp.
Just sharp.
But every shot.
As
so,
a Ginsu.
for example, so every shot they showed him, here's how he was looking in the camera.
I ain't see all that.
You got to see this. It was like, could somebody please tell this kid, smile? I mean, he just, and it wasn't. I'm sure the stage is big.
So what happened before?
No. It just the whole time. If you go back and watch, there was
What
never
happened
the
before?
joy.
Ain't nobody ask him? That's what a
No,
real.
you wouldn't ask that question.
Why wouldn't you ask that
because
question?
It's a 19, 21-year-old kid.
And he mean mugging the camera,
No,
and you want to ask
he
him?
wasn't intentionally doing, but it was. So somebody should have prepped him. Is my point. Somebody from the communication department.
And I need you to do that for our
Yeah.
kids. We've been
Oh no, I
talking
plan
about
on
that.
that.
We've
Yeah,
been
if I
talking
see
about
you
that.
up on there mean mugging the camera, we're gonna have a problem.
We talking.
Soon as you, because what happens is, and this is, and I go back to conversation we talked about with Jerry Rice, and how you talked about how at that time it didn't seem like he enjoyed the moment of his flowers, even though he's a great player and all that other kind of
Can
stuff.
you not enjoy the moment of the Heisman?
I'm telling you, and I'm sure he was.
I didn't
happy.
see that.
Yeah,
Everything I saw,
was
the
saying,
brother was straight.
No, he was fantastic.
No, he
this
was
is not a
straight.
shot.
His countenance, his
Every-
presence, everything I saw was.
Every time they put a shot on him, one time he was sloped down in the chair. And I
What
was like,
channel
can
was you
somebody?
on?
I was in a bar, I think, somewhere. But then,
It had something to do with it.
no. I'm pretty good at that. But because I watch, and I'm watching for a reason because we work with kids, and to me, whoever the communication director was for Alabama failed them.
Okay.
They failed that young man. Okay, we're getting ready to come on camera here. So what's going to happen? You want to show you a smile?
Yeah.
You great look smile.
You
Good
got it.
kid.
You good.
It just troubled me because I know he was happy.
Right.
You just outdueled
Everybody.
IOUT, don't I?
Sweet.
Sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it just, it's just one of those things where it was like, wow, man, somebody should have told him. Because, see, that stage is about money.
Mm-hmm.
What do we talk about?
You need to explain that.
Well, because, okay, so corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You don't see very many athletes that are dreaded out to the max.
I need the music again.
One more time.
Okay,
You don't see, these gold grills and all of this stuff. These are lost opportunities for your money. Because when you think about optics, you have to be warm, welcome. I don't know if I can share this with you about what the people at Subway talked about with you and why they selected you. One of the reasons, they selected you as their national brand is because positivity. You know, when you're coaching.
True.
But when it's about uplifting and all these other things, you are smiling. You know, and so when I look at, you know, just the fact that, you know, I just can't believe it just bothered me because
it sounds like it really bothers you.
It does because, see, he could have made $10, $20 million that they have in the stage out doing those quarterbacks. Good looking young man, clean cut, all of that. Bang, bang, bang. Give me some teeth, man.
Love that blazer he had on.
Give me some teeth. Give me some teeth. Here's a picture right here, for example. This is a picture. I want you to see that. We're going to put.
Yeah, that ain't good.
And that's smiling.
That's not smiling.
And that's not his fault. I'm not blaming him. I'm not taking a shot because you took it and you won it.
He did that.
But somebody at Alabama
should have coached him up.
I
get that.
You know, and that's the real whole thing about it. But by the way, let's I want to shift gears here. Let's talk about our friends at Roman. You were talking earlier about, and I just got to tell you, you know, guys. By the way, you want to log on to getroman.com/prime. They're going to give you $5 off your swipes. But more importantly, I got to tell you, boys, swipes work.
That's probably why you've been bankhead bouncing all.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure that out. So now I see why.
Swipes work, man. Swipes really work. You know, and then there's the beauty of the swipes is that, by the way, again, getroman.com/prime. You get your little discount there. There is a privacy.
Uh-oh.
You know, privacy.
So you don't want nobody to know you're getting swipes. That's what you're saying?
Some people don't.
Why?
Because it's sense. You know, hang on.
Everybody need a little help now.
Wait, but heck, no.
Everybody need a little help.
No.
They need a little help now.
But here's the thing. No, my son. We were talking about.
Your son's swiping already?
No, he's not. He's trying to understand.
Is this a testimony?
No, it's not. He's trying to understand because he listens to all the podcasts. You know, kind of what that is.
So he said, "Dad, what swipes?"
And what? Yeah.
I'd have said, "Son's credit card." He gave him credit card swipes. Don't worry about it. It's credit card. That's what swipes is.
Reggie, grab one of my towels from in there. My bad. But the point of it is,
getting sweaty when we talk about
no, that's it. Swipes work, man. Swipes the black and the other bag over there, the book bag. But the swipes, though, the point was he didn't understand. I said, you know, son, sometimes when you get a little older, you know, sometimes men need a little more help.
They need a little help.
You know, and so that was the piece that he couldn't get his mind around was, thank you, sir. So, but
you got the preacher towel.
That's a whole.
When the preacher towel come out talking about the swipe. So you saying you pass your pump count?
Yeah, you pass your pump count. You pass your pump count.
You pass your pump count, and you needed some help because you weren't used to going over your pump count.
Right.
Man, what is your pump count? If you ain't doing nothing count.
Log on to get.
What is your pump count? That is a funny. Gilly Wallow, this is strictly from me to you, because I know y'all count. Gilly, what is your pump count? Wallow, don't even try to lie. I need to know. What's your pump count?
Oh my gosh. You're a mess.
And text it to me. You don't need to tell everybody. But what's your pump count? Don't even lie. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take 15 off because I know you. I'm going to take 15 off whatever number you give me because I know you're lying.
You did ask a question, though, about, you know, privacy. And then we're going to move on. We're going to run to a break and then we come back with the word of the day. But what's interesting about it has to do with that's the only thing we as men that we hold sacred, I think.
What?
Our stuff.
What you mean our stuff?
Our package.
True.
That's the only thing that we hold, because that's why.
No.
Let me rephrase that. It's the number one thing we hope.
True. I've never been a talker when it comes to what you do.
Oh, it's not about that, but it's your equipment. I mean, you're number one protective of everybody's true. Number one man is number one protective of his equipment, and everybody has kids, all that other kind of stuff.
Why they made drawers.
Right.
That's why somebody said, you know what, let me make some drawers.
Yeah. So that's all I was saying.
That's all you're saying?
When we come back, we're going to talk about the word of the day.
Pump count. I'm just joking.
21 days getting your business where it needs to be. These words of the day are going to help you change your life. You're listening to 21st and Prime.
Barstool Sports, baby.
Let's talk about Dion, our friends at Chevy Silverado. And you know the beauty of you're a truck man, I'm becoming a truck man. And you know, what I love about the Chevy Silverado when you start talking about the technology, it's advanced. You know, it's dependable. And you know, when you think about all of the uses, here you are hauling some stuff back and forth between Jackson and Dallas, and you know, and you need something that has the ability to haul that big old trailer that you got.
It never lies.
Yeah. And then the other parts about that is, again, you know, we talking about the boats, and so are we putting a boat here? How are we handling the boat situation here in Jackson? At
The
Jackson
pontoon,
Lake?
bro. I'm probably gonna have the pontoon.
You gonna bring the
Yeah,
pontoon
because they
here?
got a nice lake here.
Well, that, you know, you can't pull that pontoon with a little smaller car.
No.
That's a grown man
That's
pontoon.
a Silverado type of pontoon.
Yes, yep. There's no question about it. Off-roading, whatever you want to do as it pertains to, and I just love the fact that, you know, when you start talking about the tailgate and all the different features that they have, you know, the Chevy Silverado is an amazing vehicle. And, you know, and coming up here in football season, there'll be a whole lot of tailgating. And I remember the days back with Hoover and his buddy used to drag this big old trailer back with that big old barbecue, that big old black barbecue that you could probably put 100 chickens on and 1,500 slabs of rib. But we want you to check out our friends with Chevy Silverado because it is a great vehicle built for whatever you need to do. And it is also the sponsor of our Word of the Day, which is coming up next.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back to 21st and Prime. Now time for we put a button on the show, the Word of the Day.
Come on. Hold on.
Okay.
We got to do the word different.
Okay.
I need some music, some like inspirational music up under for the bed.
Okay.
So
Just a little.
play that right
Now,
about.
do you need something that is, you know, are you one that likes movie scores, or do you want a little quiet, comfortable music for this one, or do you
Inspirational.
Is it something
like
building?
It's building, like inspirational kind of building.
Okay.
Oh. That's it right
Okay.
there. That's it.
Excellent.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Identify your gift.
You got to know what you're doing, man. Like what is that thing that you would do for free? Identify, because that thing that you would do for free usually is that thing that you're passionate about. Normally that's your purpose and that's your gift that you ain't really got to work at. That's what you do.
But you do have to walk in it.
You got to walk in it. You got to walk in that thing. You got to get up in the morning and walk in that thing. You got to, in the evening, you got to walk in that thing.
With
In the
Roman, that's
afternoon-
what I'm saying. In the morning, you got to walk in that.
See, that's your problem.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that. Sorry.
You'll be pump count.
Cultivate.
Cultivate. You gotta grow that thing. You gotta birth that thing. You gotta mature that thing.
Key to me, manage it.
Oh, management is unbelievable. In my acronym PRIME, that M stands for management. You got to be able to manage expectations. You got to be able to manage your gift. You got to be able to manage others. Management is key.
Perfect it until it's ready to present it.
See, it's that thing like a pot pie. You remember pot pies when we were shortest?
Yes.
A pot pie take
I
45
still
minutes.
take-
45 minutes to cook.
Why it takes so long to cook a pot pie?
Then when you get it out, it ain't ready. So you got to poke holes through it.
Right.
Then you got to put that thing back in there.
Right.
Then when you bring it back out, you still can't eat it for 5 minutes because it's got to cool off. Some of y'all just take the pot pie out and go eat it. And you don't realize the outside look good, but the inside ain't ready.
All of you people out there that have something in there's talking to you about you got something special, you have something you can do, you got an idea, concept, or whatever that is, God is calling you to the forefront right now. So get ready.
You ain't going to be in the back no more. You ain't going to be in the back no more.
Our girl with the glasses.
Yeah. Our girl with the glasses.
Everybody
I
asks
love
me
her
about
to life. I love her to life.
Yes.
God is calling you to the forefront right now. Get out the back. Get out. You're not going to be the backup saying it's time for you to get your solo.
The time is now.
The time is now.
And here's one of the most powerful things, and I think this is really kind of what kind of helped, or I think should help people understand. Because a lot of people right now, and I think goes back to this unrest we've been talking about, they're looking for a reason for something not to work and to justify something not to work. This pandemic should have given you plenty of time
Wow.
to think.
I don't even need to. I don't need to go into that. That says enough for itself. This pandemic is giving you plenty. If you ain't came up with nothing, or changed nothing, or doing nothing in this whole pandemic, something's wrong with you.
I'll say this commentary. I'm not a political person, so look me up. Okay, just look me up. You ain't gonna find nothing political. But what that point said to me was, I just hope, and I see it unfortunately, and I could see it whether it be in the Capitol, or I could even see it as we talked about what happened over the summer with the Black Lives Matter movement and people that were out on the streets. I didn't see enough people with a plan to turn things around.
True. We had an opinion,
We had an opinion, but there was
but no plan.
none.
Well,
That's going to do it for this edition of 21st and Prime. Remember, swipe up at 21st and Prime. We appreciate you tuning
go
in.
get
as
the
always.
merchandise too. We
Yeah,
got some
that's-
cold merchandise,
yeah,
some
yeah,
bad merchandise. Check that out.
How about that gold whistle? Can they get that gold whistle?
They get that gold whistle on the shirt. Oh, one on the shirt, not the gold whistle. You get the one on the shirt.
No.
Items sold separately.
Okay. We'll see you
Yo,
next.
nephew, hand me that Barstool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner, 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner, 21st. Prime time.